Beautiful sunrise here over Boston Harbor, and long form video this morning. I'll try to get out of the sun, maybe that'll help a little bit. But it has me thinking, right, about rising, right? Fear, risk. Any of you that followed me along know that it took me probably 6 years, 5 years, 3 years really to get on the right track with Wiscoat, my asphalt maintenance company. I spent the first 10 years of that living a really safe path. We could make enough to survive each year, each winter, but it didn't satisfy my potential, what I knew I was capable of. What kept me from going after it, right? Go after it right away was fear. I'm a father. I had kids to take care of, right? Family to take care of and provide for. And that was what kept me there. It was fear, right? It was fear. I wasn't worried about making anybody proud, even myself. And I had fear that if I took risk, I could lose all of that. So for me, seeing the sunrise, was a reminder of persistence and how that was key to overcoming fear. And not fear, but just the task of it, right? It made me comfortable once I started doing that. So how did I do that? I educated myself in my industry and what we do until I was so sure that I could not fail and that this was the right path, that I took those risks, invested my time, energy, and effort. I shed away a lot of my old hobbies and a lot of things that I was interested in, because I knew what it took now to make it work and to make it click and succeed. So that was the route that I took in order to overcome that fear and that persistence. And that's not an easy thing to do. It's an everyday incremental grind for that. So when you think about it in that sense, it comes down to if you want it bad enough or not, right? And for me, in order to feel satisfactory with all of that, with myself, I needed to do it. I had to do it. And it was scary when I would think about it, and I would have these fears and overcome them, and I knew it was going to be a risk, but I was able to mitigate that risk by developing some kind of security net. And that security net ended up being mentors within the asphalt industry. And once I was able to do that and create that security net and that safety net and that blueprint for how I was going to succeed, it was persistence. It was like the sun rising every day. I didn't do anything special, didn't do anything fantastic. I just put into motion what I knew I needed to do every day, no matter what was going on around me. And it got me to that point of success within my business. And I hate to say that word. I don't feel successful because my mentors are far more successful than I am. But it's the only way to say it and get it to resonate with everybody. Now, that built confidence in me, confidence that I didn't have before. I'm an introvert at heart, and I'd never had it before. But once I was able to start stacking those wins and building something that was creating not only in my life what I wanted, but in me what I sought for and desired, it allowed me to create more and shoot for more and larger and open up the passions of my heart and see what do I like, what is my purpose for real, because it's not just to make money and build a business. It's to be the ultimate best version of myself at the end of this run. And you've seen that now with Blacktop Banter here and what we're building and what we're doing. I'm going down a path that I have never been down. No one in my industry has ever been down. Building what's a media company, right? And that's what I wanted it to be. I always wanted to. You guys seen the videos. I love doing everything for our industry. It's turned into influencer marketing and the podcast, and now we're doing media content creation and mentoring and coaching, all these things. I wanted it to be a media company, and it is a media company. But I'm here in Boston because of that aspect, because I am resilient and don't give up, and now have the character traits that I developed as a grown man to make that happen. A lot of people are like, well, this is set in stone. This is how I am. From my 30s now and on, every year I grow. I have an open mind. I educate. I adapt. And it just keeps growing. That's what's going on here. That's why we're here. Opportunities are being created for Blacktop Banter that are amazing. And it's been nothing more than opening the door and not ignoring that feeling of, I have a purpose, but I can't do it. Or I know my purpose, but it's so huge and I'm scared. Ignoring that, opening the door, looking at it, figuring out how I'm gonna grab that, and doing it every single day, over and over, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody thinks, or anything along those lines. That's what I want for you. That's what I want for my friends and the followers and the people that follow this along, is that, right? Look at that. It's gorgeous out there. That's what I want. And I want that for you because I want to share that with you in my life, right? I want that for you as well, so that you get that same feeling. That's part of my purpose, is to be that example and to show what I know and what I learn in order for you to do that too. I hope this video finds you well, and I can tell you those bits of fear, there's nothing beyond there, right? But most of those we put up in our mind. We put them up because we're predisposed to that. We're predisposed to the people saying, well, that's not going to work. You can't do that. No one's ever done that. Blah, 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 blah. There's nothing there, right? We put it there in our mind. How hard we go and how persistent we are determines whether that's a success or not. I will not give up, right? Because it feels so good to be chasing my personal legend, my purpose. I want that for you too. I hope this video finds you and that works. I know this is off the beaten path and off the track of that, but I talk to guys every day that are starting their asphalt business and starting their business in general, not just asphalt business. And these are the types of things that we tackle as business owners, as men, as women, as people with responsibility and persistence and dreams and purpose chasers, right? So I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you like videos like this, you want more videos like this, more insightful stuff like this, and how to do it, right? Each person is individual and personal. Each task is personal. Each path is personal. If I can help you with anything like that, just reach out. Let me know. All right. I got to get back to work. Look at that thing. We're in Boston. It's crazy. How do we go from the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, to Boston? Nuts.